Any doubts? Did you guys practice yesterday's one? Creating a CoreData structure, entities, attributes, adding the entry, creating the records and fetching the records.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is what we did yesterday. Like we have a table, and when user clicks on plus button, we're taking him to the next screen where user can enter name of the student, age, address, and he can save it. When he comes back, we can see him like here. Now we see how to update and how to delete it. Updating and deleting, we see. Okay, let's see with the delete first. How to delete? This is the table view. We're having delete and data source. When user swipes right side towards left from right, we'll show the delete option. When user clicks on delete, we delete it. Let's see. What is the method? Editing style for forward index path. The editing style is .delete. Can edit forward index path. Return true. Commit editing style. Okay, here we are getting the index path. We need to remove object. We need to delete the object. How to delete? We can ask CoreData manager. CoreData manager is a singleton class where we are having shared manager and a private init. We know how why do we use private init. The context we have a variable here. Let me bring this to top. Save context we are having. Save method we are having. Fetch students method we have. And now what we need is delete. Delete record. A student. As we're having students, we are deleting it. For anything, we use the context. Context is the one thing which you always interact with. Context dot delete object. The object here is a student. Once you delete it, save the context. This is what we do. You can perform anything, any operations on here. Student is managed object. Student is sorry, CD student, right? CD student. CoreData student. CoreData student is the NS managed object subclass, not the student. Student is which we have used in view controller. Deleting it, saving it. Even if you delete and if you do not save it, it is actually deleted and the results will not be affected. Results will not be reflected. Okay, as and when you perform any operation on the context, you just save that. You are saving it. And once you save it, what we need to do, we can here, we can ask CoreData manager dot shared manager dot delete object. what it is expecting to be deleted. A student. We are having students from the index path .row. This is what the student which I'm going to delete. But CoreData manager, shared manager data delete is expecting CD student. This is actually a student. What we can do from the student, we can convert the student into CD students. Okay, let's see. In the student class, we can convert that. In the CD student class, we are having conversion to student. Similarly, in the student class, we can have conversion to trunk. Convert to CD student. Here, again, it becomes a different object, right? Anyways, try this. If it does not work, we'll see. CD student. Here, CoreData object. CD student, maybe. Again, it becomes new object. Okay. Yeah, converted to CD student, which is required. Anyways, we do this. And before that, what I want to do is we are fetching all the objects here, right? We are fetching all the students here. I want to fetch a particular student first. It's student two. Here, name I'm giving string. It returns CD student. One returns student. This returns CD student. Here, I want to fetch from the database. I want to fetch a student who is having the same name. Okay, let's see how to write a fetch request. Fetch request is let fetch request CD student dot fetch request. Fetch request dot predicate. Predicate is a condition over the request. However, we have passed query items, right? Same kind of thing. In this predicate format equal to name equal to name equal to something name. Let's see this afterwards. Let CD student equal to context. I'm asking context. Execute fetch request. Here the fetch request is fetch request. Fetch request returns to the multiple students. It might be written multiple students. I'm taking first object and that to first object I'm taking. Since we are fetching from the database, we need to use the try and return do try catch yes to try catch return name. Sometimes with the so and so name, user student may or may not be existing in the database. If it is actually existing, return CD student. I'm not doing anything fancy here. Here we are fetching all the students. Here I am fetching only one student. Fetching all the students and fetching only one student. Okay. What I do is view controller. I'm asking CoreData CD student equal to CoreData manager dot shared manager dot fetch student student dot name with so and so name. I'm trying to fetch the student and deleting the student. And what will it finally load the students? I'm just repeating what we did here. CD student, delete card, circuit, guard statement. Yeah. This is optional, which is giving fetch student is optional CD student, which is returning. Optional series student it is returning. So I'm using for safe side, I'm using optional binding and deleting it and refreshing it. Let's run it. Missing return instance. Okay, let's comment this for now. We'll see. I see delete option. Yeah, perfect. Delete, deleted, delete. Let it be and close the application and rerun it. Yeah, only the left record is available. Okay, we are not doing anything here. You are just selecting the student to delete, and based on the student name, I'm fetching the record the so and so same name and asking CoreData to delete that record. Asking CoreData to delete that record. Here, why I have not used converted to student is this again becomes new entity. We are creating new entity. We are not fetching the from the CoreData. Let's say CD student equal to student. Here, even there is no initializer as well. Entity insert into context. It actually becomes new entity. Same thing happens again. So that this is the reason I have not converted this. Might be sometimes we need this. Okay. Now deleting is over. What we are doing, delete, taking a student to delete, and asking CoreData, do you have any student with so and so name? If CoreData returns any student object, CD student object, I'm asking CoreData delete this card. How to delete? Very simple. Context delete. Context delete student. Okay. Let's see how to update. For updating, what we need is, let's say, how to update it. When user clicks on particular cell, I want to display. I want to display alert. On alert, I want to display some text fields. Let's see how to do it. Did select row index path is the method, right? Did select row index path. Let student equal to students index path dot row. Let me clear alert controller. Alert controller. Title is nothing, message is nothing. Style is alert. Let alert controller dot add text field. Add text field configuration handler. We're having 3 fields in the student name, age, and address. I want to modify them, so I'm just adding 3 text fields on top of the alert name text field. This is the name text field. Alert controller. Add text field. Name, age text field. This we have not seen previously. I'm just telling you it now. Address text field. We're just adding 3 text fields. That's it. Okay, and the actions alert lag cancel action equal to alert action cancel default. Let update update action equal to alert action update, style is default, handler is controller, alert action. Anything you can take here. We need to update it. Just writing update records. Okay. Here name text field, what we need is name text field dot text equal to student dot name. Whatever we have at present, we are just setting that student dot name. Similarly, age text field dot text equal to student dot age, which is an integer. Maybe we need to convert that into string. Yes, convert that into string. How to convert? String interpolation, right? Similarly, address text field dot text equal to student dot address, and let's add alert controller, add actions. First action is cancel action, alert controller, add action. Second action is update action. That's it. Let's run it and see. Let's select routing this path. What is the method? Let's select routing next path. Nothing happened. Why is this? Nothing happened. Yeah, we are not presented it. Self dot present view controller, which is alert controller. That is the reason. Okay, it is displayed whatever data we have. I just want to update this. Okay, I just want to update this. When user clicks on update, we have a method here, right? Action here, update action. Here we need to read the updated information and save that. Save that. Okay, how to do that? Let's see. I'll just read the information. Let text fields also control dot text fields. We're getting text fields here. The first text field is name text field, age text field, and address text field. Name text field equal to text field. So, but index 0 is address 1, 2. Now we have the text fields which are displayed. Which are displayed on alert controller. Okay, I'm just using optionals on optional settings. You must be aware of all these things. Here we have the text fields. We need to read the information, and we can ask CoreData to update it. How to update it? Func update record. You are passing student. I'm going to passing student here. Student update. I'm passing. I'm passing student. Name is string and new updated is student. I'm asking CoreData to CoreData For this, with this name, if any student is available, if available, update with the student info. Okay, here we're having fetch, right? We can ask fetch here. If let record a student from the database available, here fetch student with the name is name. If any student available with this so-and-so name, a student, a CD student, we can say CD student, differentiate dot name equal to updated student dot name, a CD student dot age equal to updated student dot age, a CD student dot address equal to updated student dot address. And finally, what we need to do? Save it, save context. That's it. We are getting the convert this into integer 16. We are reading the record from the database and updating the database record and saving it. That's it. Okay, update record. Now in view controller, we can ask let updated student equal to student of name text field dot text, age text field dot text, address text field dot text. Okay, we can force and rapid, force and rapid, force and rapid, and we got more context. Recommended way is to use the optional binding. Okay. Recommended way is to use the optional binding, not the force unwrapping. Do not use force unwrapping anywhere. What is this? What are you expecting? Integer, right? Integer. If not, I'm putting just nil coalescing operator. That's on it. Yeah, update record. You can ask CoreData, right? CoreData manager dot update record with the current student name. Who is the current student name? A student, right? Student name. With this name, if any record is found, update that with updated record, updated student. And finally, what we need to do, we need to load students to refresh. Load student method is the method which pulls the information from the database. Let's try this. If it works, it's failing. Load records you are using within the closure, right? Weak self question mark. I'm updating. I'm putting Hyderabad. Hyderabad is there. Kill it. Relax it. We should see Hyderabad. This is how we can use DNREDdi 32. Record is created. I can update these two. Vijayawada updated. Okay. These are the basic operations which we perform on the CoreData. Read the record, create the record, fetch the record, fetch the records, update the record, and delete the record. This is how we perform CoreData manager. Here, if you clearly see, there are 4 methods. Almost there are 5 methods for one table. For one table, there are 5 methods. What are those methods? Save student method is there. Fetch students, one method, second method. Fetch student, third method. Delete record, fourth method. update record, fifth method. For one table, if you are using 5 different methods, assume that if there are 10 or 15 tables in the core data, you need to write 10 into 5, 50 methods. What those does? Those also does the same thing. Creates a record in the table, fetch the records in the table, fetch a particular record in a table, delete some record, update some record. We have seen generics, right? We have seen generics. What is generic? Handling multiple types together, right? Handling multiple way of methods. A method which can handle any kind of data type. Simply a method which can perform on any kind of data type. We have seen numeric protocol adopted, and we can add integers, we can add floats, we can add doubles. Single method is adding floats, doubles, integers. Similarly, here we can use generics, where we can save in the core data, we can save students, we can save schools, we can save bus, vehicle, anything. Same thing, fetching, it can fetch anything, students, schools, pens, phones, calculators, advanced calculators, anything. Updating also same thing. Here, one more thing is name. Multiple students can have the same name, right? Multiple students can have the same name. So generally, people what they do is they create one unique ID. That is called UUID. Here we have the data type called UUID. Generally, people uses this. Generally, people uses in real time. If anybody knows the core data well, they use UUID as a unique identifier. Now, instead of student here, let's run and see what happens. I have added a new entity. Okay, what I do is I just want to convert it is integer, and I just want to make it a string. Application is crashed. Application is crashed when you modify the data type. When I modified the data type of the A is from int to string. This is actually this makes problems. Okay, whenever you are creating the tables, make sure you use the proper data types, whatever you require. Otherwise, you will have to do migration. Migrations are again two types. Anyways, first we see UID. What is UID? Here, unique identifier. Here, instead of deleting student with the name, we can ask fetch record with ID. Now what we need to do? Properties updated, right? Properties updated. I'm just adding that UUID and UUID. Here also UUID. Not here. From string for student also we need to add let UUID. UUID. And just adding one additional parameter to the CD student. Once you have added that to the CD student, you need to add it to the, because we are mapping it, we need to add that to the student as well. So I added one here in the CD student class. I added one more thing here to the student class. See what is the error here? CD student. Yeah, force unwrapping I'm using, but do not use force unwrapping anywhere. Use the optional binding. There are 4 different techniques to unwrap it. Guardlet, iflet, nil coalescing operator, and force unwrapping. Force unwrapping you ignore. Use remaining 3 ways which you have already dealt. Yeah, I want to delete. I want to fetch some record first. Core data manager. Fetch student. Fetch students. Fetch student. Now instead of using name, I can use UUID. UUID is the unique identifier. Let's see, we have not how to create a UUID as well. Argument UUID does not exist. Let's see that. So here, CD student, create student, right? Here, saving, from where we're calling the save method, add student, we're calling here, new student dot new CD student dot UUID equal to UUID. This is how we need to create. That's it. We are in. When user clicks on save method, okay, we are passing this as well. We are getting new CD student using the context, setting the fields. The name we have from the text field, age we have from the text field, address we have from text field. Only UID was not there. UID will not be entered. This is the identifier, which is a unique identifier, which gives you by the application itself. Which is unique identifier is given by the application. For this is unique only. Even if you create another record, the UID will not be same. It gives you a different unique ID, UID. I'll also print you this. Print new CD student UID. And asking to save it. Once you save it, that is saved here while fetching. With UID I'm fetching. Here also UID I need to fetch. I can ask update. Let's say UID, which is UID fetch student with. We have updated the method name, right? So I'm just modifying the parameters UID. That's it. It gives you the wherever we're calling delete, right? See where we need to update something. Here name, update record UID. How to get the UID? Dot UID. Here also UID. UID is current student UID. You should not create UID here because we are trying to use the same UID while updating. Okay. And both are same only. Fine, no issue. Here also fetch record UID student dot UID. Perfect. Previously, what we passed name, but multiple students can have the same name. That is the reason we have come up with the UID concept. We have added additional attribute here, UID. Even for any table, you need to add UID to make this record unique. We can say this is a primary key. If you have any idea about the database SQLite or Oracle, there is something called primary ID that is unique to identify the particular record with so-and-so ID. Same thing we have here. Since we are having one record UID here, one extra attribute, I had just added that to map the same thing. I added that here. The CoreData, instead of name, I'm calling UID. With the UID, I'm fetching the information. I'm doing it. Anyways, at present, our record does not have any UID, right? Let me kill the application and delete it. Once you delete once you delete, the entire thing is gone. The data which is saved is gone. Device erase all contents. Perfect. Let's do this. We are getting fresh records, so the UID will be created for that. There are no students here. I'm just address Hyderabad. One record is created. You can see that. Second record is 28. Address Vijayawada. Second record is ready. Samba 29. Kadapa. Imran. Something. Again, he will feel bad. Anyways, let me put 25. Chennai. Yeah, we have multiple records here. I want to delete a particular record. Here, Imran Khan. Let me update this. Imran Khan has come here because we are, instead of using name, we are using unique ID. Let me create one more DNREDdi. Is 32. There are two DNREDDis here. One is from Hyderabad, another one is from Kadapa. I'm just updating Kadapa guy, Hyderabad guy. Only this is updated, not this one. In previous case, this might update reflect. Okay, deleting is very easy. I can delete this. Once you come back, you will see only the fresh records, not the deleted or the existing records. Okay, fresh records. This is all about CoreData, general uses of CoreData. We see the relationships. Any doubts here?